In 1899, Americans who got involved in the Spanish-American War went there to Cuba with their horses and then to the Philippines. And basically, it was before electronics, so things rusted. Moldy, as they found out. In the Philippines, it rusted, it turned green. During World War I in France, things rusted, they turned green, they got waterlogged, and you get fungus everywhere, and you had diseases and what have you. That's equipment. Radio was very primitive. Communication was very primitive. Someone says, yeah, telephone you had, rusted, corroded. World War II, we weren't prepared for it. We're bringing radio equipment to Pacific, mold, rust, more mold, insects, more mold. In Europe, it was almost the same thing as one thing. Cold, equipment froze. In the desert, it melted. Literally speaking, your stuff became soggy. As you moved into Sicily, it molded. It turned green. It froze in the mountaintops. Everything else. Korean War, it's the same thing. The Vietnam War, what's over in Vietnam, it rusted, it corroded, it molded. And of course there was the BC, but it corroded everything else. Paper turned green, equipment turned green if you didn't enclose it. One of the worst things is somebody, an enemy agent inside your camp would squeeze Coca-Cola into the equipment, would draw insects, it molded, it rusted, it corroded. Afghanistan, the heat, the dust got into everything. In Afghanistan, it got into everything. It got in Iraq, it got into everything. It's a biggest problem. It molded, and the heat. Well, the problem is on this whole planet, the heat and humidity is attacking the equipment. Field radials, solid state field radials they have to be sealed. That an extra spray on the electronics have to be put on there because the higher heat is attacking everything. When it's 130 degrees outside there, it's a lot hotter inside of a tank. Well, the tanks are being air conditioned. Yes. Why not? It's a $10 million tank. Why not air conditioning it? Well, in my day, you sweat it. Now they have, APs are now air conditioned. Mainly is to control any kind of the enemy throws at you. But again, it's always been mold. As it gets hotter, and the humidity goes up. It can be a dry heat or a wet heat. And a wet heat, everything molds. Oh, what are we going to do about this stuff? Even solid state stuff, it becomes slimy. Your uniforms become moldy. You sweat, your uniform sweats. Not exactly a good combination, but the planet is getting warmer. You get 130 degrees sitting out in Death Valley. Or you get it in Phoenix. Oh, well, Phoenix is what? 50 days of 110 above? Wow. It works on everything. And then, of course, once you turn something on, it's 130 degrees. Once you turn it on, it goes up and then goes. That's our world for us.